Hey, today we're going to make a gele without a serger, which is a head wrap. Basically something similar to what I'm wearing now. If you haven't already, please like and subscribe. Let's get into it. Right now, you should use breathable fabric. This is a cotton that I'm using. It doesn't have any stretch, but usually I like to have a little bit of stretch with it. So, you know, cotton, silk, natural fibers so that your hair can breathe. Basically, what I have is a 45-inch wide fabric. So I'm using cotton fabric, as I stated before, and I'm going to cut it both horizontally and vertically. First, I'm going to measure 30 inches from the selvage. The selvage is the edge here. It's edge to edge, and this is a clean finish edge. It doesn't really have any writing or something on it, so you can actually use the selvage so that you don't have to hem it. So I'm going to measure 30 inches from the selvage to here. I'm going to mark it with some chalk. That's 30 inches. Marking it with some chalk here. And then I want to measure 63 inches from the edge. Another 3 inches because we're going to hem it, and you want to leave room for the hem. So here we go. So I'm just going to rip it straight across. So that gives you 63 inches long and 30 inches wide. I'm ripping it this way. It's a quick and easy way so you can get a straight line when you're doing cotton fabric. You're going to have to cut it when you're using silk or any other type of fabric. So basically I have 63 by 30, and if you have less hair, you probably don't need it as much. 30, you can probably do maybe like a 25, 20, because you don't have to fold it as much. This is for someone who's like, you put your hair in a bun and you tie it on, or you put like a head wrap, a scarf underneath it, and then you tie it around the scarf. So this accommodates that. So we're going to take it over to the machine and I'll show you how to hem it. So as I mentioned before, this is a hem foot. It's a narrow hem foot. It's a 1/4 of an inch. You can see it here. This is for an industrial machine, but they have it for home machines. I'm gonna put a link in the description for both a factory machine, which is an industrial machine, and the home sewing machine. So I'm just gonna put this on. And this is really the quickest way to do it, is to get a really professional hem. Turn this on, it's a little noisy. I'm just using black thread so that you can see what this is. So I'm gonna do the long edges first, because that's the one. This is the selvage. So if you see this really doesn't need to be hemmed because this is clean and it won't fray. You can hem it to make all of them the same, but I'm not going to do that because it's unnecessary for this tutorial. So basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to do the long edge first, the one that was ripped. So I'm going to fold it 1/4 of an inch here, and then I'm going to fold it again 1/4 of an inch. Just tuck under here, make sure it loops over, and then you start sewing. And you just fold along the way and you keep on going. Just fold. And if you see, it's a really clean edge, and it's a 1/4 of an inch, and it looks really clean, and it's really professional. So I'm gonna do it for the long way here. And if you don't have this attachment, or if you don't want to get this attachment for the short edges, I'll show you another way to do it. But like I said, if you do it this way, it's like you'll be done honestly in like 10 minutes. The quickest gele head wrap ever. If you see, like I said, it's a really clean finish. I'm just tucking 1/4 of an inch, another 1/4 of an inch, and then feeding it through. I think this is one of my must-have presser foots, and I'm like a tech geek when it comes to presser foots, but this is like by far one of my favorites, of course, besides the invisible zipper foot. You know, there's a couple other ones. I might do a video on the best attachments to have. So basically this is what you have. And if you don't have one of these, I can just put on a regular foot, and I can show you how to do it that way. It takes a little bit more time, but it gives you the same result. Now, if you're not necessarily comfortable with just sewing it freehand, you can press it first. You can press it 1/4 of an inch and then a 1/4 of an inch. Usually, honestly, when I press it a 1/2 of an inch. I press it here and then fold it again so that everything is clean. But for the sake of this tutorial, I'm not going to do that. So I'm just going to fold it at an angle so that it goes over this way. I'm going to fold it over again. So I'm just going to back stitch so it doesn't come out. And it's the same process, but you just don't go as fast because it doesn't guide it for you. So I'm just folding it over the same amount, and you're doing the same thing. Now, if you want to cheat, you can use a guide at a 1/4 of an inch. If you have a magnetic guide, you can do this too. And that will also give you the same thing. But if you don't have a guide, you don't necessarily need it. You can take this off and just follow the 1/4 of an inch line. Gotta have the tools. You have the tools, it makes your job so much easier. So if you iron this first, you probably can go a lot faster, but I didn't want to get up and iron it. So this is with no tools and just a basic machine. There you go. Get the same result, but it just takes a little bit longer. And then you do that for all 3 sides. And if you want to do it for the selvage side, you can do that too. Right now, I'm not going to do it for the selvage side because why? Why do extra work if you don't have to? So I'm gonna finish the other side and then you're finished. So if you want me to do another tutorial about how to style a gele head wrap, you can leave a message in the comments and let me know if that's what you want. Right now I'm just showing you how to sew it because, that's what I do. But if you want to, learn how to style gele, at least how I style geles, you can leave a comment in the description. Just leave a comment. Just leave a comment and let me know if that's what you want. But if you have any questions of what I went over today, you can also leave a comment about that. Just let me know. Just let me know if this was helpful. And if you haven't already, please like and subscribe. It helps the channel grow and it helps support what we're doing here, which is basically patterns for curvy women. Just if you haven't checked it out, just check out the website so that you have something to wear with your gele. Clip all the edges, and there you have it. Finished gele. Don't forget to like and subscribe. I'll see you in the next video. Peace.